Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's law marketing video, I'm asking you a question. Do you even know how much it costs you to get a new case in the door at your law firm? So it's a good question. You have to follow the numbers when it comes to law marketing, just like in every other marketing, right? Now, tons of law marketers are going to tell you not to do that, right? If you're working with a marketing consultant, or you're working with a coach, or you're working with an SEO company, they may advise you that that's an old-fashioned way to evaluate law marketing, because in law marketing, you might get one white whale of a case, and it might, balance everything out. And so on a long enough time horizon, you're going to win, okay? And that's BS. That's BS. That's no way to run a business. So what you have to do is figure out from each source that a business is coming in. So let's say you have a search engine optimization guy, and let's say you have a pay-per-click guy, and let's say you have a billboard guy, right? If you have a billboard guy, hopefully you have a unique phone number so you know how many phone calls you're getting from the billboards. And once you know that number, it's easy. If my billboards are costing me $5,000 a month and I'm getting 5 cases out of the billboards, each billboard case costs you $1,000, right? If you're spending $5,000 a month and you're getting 1 case on average per month from the billboards, then you're paying $5,000 for a case. Now, here's the problem with that, right? The problem with that is the average injury case is not a big case. The average injury case is on the smaller end. So if you're paying $5,000 a case, you're going to lose your shirt. And it's the same math with the SEO. You should have a custom phone number or an individual email address where any leads from your website go, and you should have a pay-per-click system set up so that when they click on your ad, you know how much the click cost you, you know how much a click-through to your website cost, and that should go to a landing page where you can calculate who reached out to you, and you capture their information. You're able to tell, did that person become a client or not? So I've talked to lawyers who've told me they're happy if, well, this is the first thing. Most lawyers you talk to and you ask them, what's your cost per client? How much money does it cost you to sign a client? They don't know. They have no idea. They're doing like the spray and pray method. Open up the floodgates of your bank account to some marketing agency and hope that the cases come from it, right? It's not a good way to do it. You need to know your cost per case, because you need to know whether the money you're spending on coaching a marketing expert or anybody else is making economic sense for you. And if it doesn't, then what are you doing? What are you doing? It's a waste of time. So, some of the lawyers I've talked to who do know their numbers say that they're happy if they're getting cases for $2,000 a case, $1,000 a case, or some of them don't know their per case numbers, but they're happy to pay $500 for a lead, for a good pre-screened lead, $1,000, $500 for a good pre-screened lead. And then, of course, my next question is, well, how many of those do you get before one of them becomes a client? And they haven't thought about it because they give you a wishy-washy answer. So, anyway, that gives you an idea. You got to know your number, right? Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I am getting leads for under $1, sometimes around $1. I am getting prospects, actual people who provide me their contact information and want to hear from me for a little bit over $1. And I'm getting cases for $100, $200. Now, because it's advertising, it's luck of the draw. Some of them are low-end car crash. Some of them are workers' comp. You don't know what you're going to get. Some of them end up being really substantial cases. I've gotten some substantial medical malpractice cases. I've got an RSD case that's going to be a 7-figure case that I'm working on right now. So my point is, what I'm doing works for me, and I'm not magic. There is nothing magic about me. As much as I like to think that in front of a jury, I do a very good job, and I've been told I do a very good job, there is nothing magic about what I'm doing. I spent over $600,000 on marketing, coaches, marketing programs, agencies over the last decade, and what I've discovered is most of it is BS. They don't know if it'll work. Some of them know it doesn't work, and they just stop working and keep cashing the checks. So, it's not a great situation. But I know what I'm doing works. And if you'd like to know how you can include that in your practice, you can look at more information at lawclientsrightnow.com. That's lawclientsrightnow.com. So you don't have to be frustrated. You can reduce your costs and get better results than you're getting now, all by going to lawclientsrightnow.com. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and see you on the other side. Take care.